What are some top things I learned while being in residential eating disorder treatment for 6 months during a pandemic? 5 of those across country? Well, get ready with me while I tell you. First, for those of you who don't know, my name is Libby. I'm a certified health and wellness coach and holistic nutritionist, and just do a bunch of different types of videos on dog mom content, day in the life, nutritional, all types of different videos. So don't forget to follow and subscribe. The first one I learned is that I am truly stronger than I ever thought I was. I mean, for that whole half a year, I was not able to see anyone. Any of my support system, any loved ones were not able to visit me. So I was facing arguably my biggest demon in battle with my eating disorder. And that whole 6 months. And I wasn't able to see my sister, my dogs, my mom, nobody. And that was just, it really truly, yes, I've been in eating disorder treatment before that, but it just took it to a whole nother level and truly made me bring out, have to fight in such a different way. But I didn't have my support system as such a crutch. Because support systems can be very helpful, but sometimes in my past eating disorder treatment, I used them as a crutch instead of relying on myself, So that is something I definitely learned. Another thing I learned is don't say no until you try it, honestly. This is something I really learned with going to residential, especially food-wise, because when I went to residential, there are so many foods that I tried that I have not tried before that I honestly now adore. Another thing I learned that sitting with the uncomfortable is very much worth it because you get to such a good place once you learn to sit through it and you work through it. Instead of just giving in to those urges to help get through that, to help get rid of that uncomfortability, sitting with it is so much better in the long run. Instead of giving into my eating disorder behaviors, I sat through the uncomfortable and worked through it without them, and it's made me so much stronger. My buddy's guarding me. Another thing that really hit me in eating disorder treatment is consistency is key. Whether that's consistency with saying no to ED behaviors, consistency in properly fueling your body, consistency in going out and not isolating yourself, consistency in journaling, meditation. It is such a huge, huge, huge factor. Another thing I learned is that I'm on my phone way too much. We only got our phones after being there for 4 days for an hour a day. And honestly, it helped teach me that I'm on it way too much, and a lot of good can come from not being on it as much. You're able to get a lot more things done, and it just, honestly, it definitely just opened my eyes how I need to cut back on my electronic phone time. I also learned that just getting out your frustrations can be so helpful, and that using things like a punching box come in clutch. We were able to use a pool noodle and hit it against a tree just to get our anger out, and also my individual therapist had pink boxing gloves that we were able to use during session every once in a while, obviously not every single time, and truly just getting out that frustration helps so much. And one of the most important things I learned is that sometimes the thing you're most afraid of can be the best thing for you. I was so afraid of ever going into residential treatment. Asked my mom, my husband, I did not want to, but going there after years of saying no changed my life for the absolute best and helped me find a recovery and got myself to a place I never thought I could be. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe.